Google form. So we go to the same 9 dots and scroll down to the purple one, the forms, and there we create a blank quiz. Right. So since I created a Google voiceover PowerPoint, posted it on Google Classroom on viral infections of GI tract, so I would also like to keep the same title for this Google form. So I can make this as the same thing here, and you want to ask a question. So question, you can type a stem here, what is your question, and you can type in your answer, what you want, options, and add another option, and change, edit this. Or if you want 3 options, or you want 4 options, or you want 5 options, you can go ahead, and if you do not want some options, so you can always remove this. And now we need to define what is the answer. So this is the answer key. So if option number 3 is right, so I select this as an option, and I would like to give a feedback to the students why this is a correct answer. So I go here and I give a reason what is the right answer for the student to know, and then I click save. And this can be graded. You want to make it as 1 points or 2 points, you can make it, or you don't want to give a grade to it, so it's up to us to decide what we want to do. And once done, so we say click here, and we want to add another question. So either if you're going to use a multiple choice question and you don't want to do the options again, so you can duplicate the whole session and make this as question number 2. So type a new stem here, and depending upon you want 3 options or 5 options or 4, you can add it. And because we copied it here, the answer key should be edited. So I don't want this as an answer, so I say like option number 1 is the answer, and I can click here to go and edit why is the reason for this as a correct answer, and I save it. And once done, I can create another add a question, click the plus sign there, and I can go for question number 3. Okay, and I want to give 2 or 3 options. Yeah, I have this, and answer key I selected. So, and I want to give an answer feedback. So I give the reason here why is it right and why are the other answers wrong. So save it, and this is done. Okay, and once we choose 3 or 4 questions that we want the students to answer, we can also include a feedback about the particular session which we wanted it. So for that, add another section. Okay, so I can say e-learning session. Okay, so let me not go through this. I've already constructed a form, so I can share the same form. You can also reuse it, but after renaming it. Okay, so this is the form that I have created earlier, right? And sorry, this is the form that I had created earlier. So I have a small instruction here to say complete the form and submit. So question number 1, 2, and 3 are the ones, and I have a new section which is added here. I want to get the feedback session, so I have simple 3 questions on like this. Okay, and once it is ready, you want to send it to the student. So and okay, so here are these little buttons which you can customize the themes just to be on a nicer side, where students are getting a lot more forms like this to fill up and send. So it is nice for them to get some variety in colors, because either if they're answering it at phone or somewhere, so they feel something refreshing to see. Okay, and once I want to send this form, I click send, so this window appears. And okay, so before I send this, I want to show you some of the settings that I have made to this. So click the cogwheel over here. So then you come to this. By default, this is not checked in, so I check this box, and we don't want response receipts, and by default we want the only students who are in QIUP email to respond to this. So we check this box, and this comes unchecked, so I have checked it to limit to one response per student, and I don't want any student to edit the form or anything, so I leave these options unchecked. And with regard to presentation, I've created a show progress bar, so they have something to see. And when you come to the last option, so we are making it as a quiz so that it appears like it is a quiz. And right, so this comes as unchecked, so I have checked it here as once the students start answering the forms, and they will once they submit it, they will be able to get a response of what is the right answer and the wrong answer, so they will be able to view their submission, whether they have answered it right or not. They get the immediate feedback. So remember, you put in the some of the reason for why the answer is right or wrong, so that they'll be able to see it. So these are all the default, these have been now made it as default for this particular form. And this same form, when I share it with you, remember you need to rename this file, and for every other lecture when you're going to use this as a discussion tool, you need to rename this and use it. So I save it now, and if you want to send this, you can send it like this, but I prefer, if for more organized way of keeping things in form of having an evidence to be documented, so I would prefer that you go to the link section, and here is the link for this particular Google form. So I copy this link from here, and I go to the classroom, and this is the classroom which I have created for the earlier session. So this is my classroom which I have got it, and I want to create, okay, I want to create a quiz assignment, right? So if I have to say this is a quiz assignment, so it creates a quiz on its own, a blank form, so we do not want this form to be here. I delete this, and rather than that, what I do is I want to add the link which I copied it. So now I just paste the link over here and add the link, and student will be able to click this link. Probably you need to give a title on quiz on the same lecture. Okay, and okay, so we don't want any points, so we leave it ungraded, and there is no due date to submit. It is an open form, they can submit it whenever they want it. And please remember that you need to group everything under a specific topic. Say for example, now if it is viral infections of GIS, I'm posting it under this, so I choose this. But if I'm working on another topic, so as you keep creating each lecture after the lecture, so you can create a topic and get that organized, and whenever you post something, make sure that you post it under that particular session, because when you generate evidence, it becomes easy for you to create a record. So now I choose viral infections, and I am going to either same way, either you can schedule it or you can just assign it. So I have assigned it now, and now you see that this has appeared on top. So, and if you want to create another lecture now, so we create another topic. Say for example, I want to have another class. Okay, I add another topic here. So now anything which I'm going to post, I should be choosing this as okay, I create here and I want to make another material. So I create the lecture. So, and if I want to post it, so if you see now, I want to post it under this specific topic of parasitic infections. I can choose this and I can post it. So of course I have to add the lecture and post it. So the number of lectures, because this is my classroom, so whatever is the session that I have delivered, so I am grouping everything under one particular lecture topic, so that everything appears that it is as one topic, so that the number of topics which you are doing it, so you can always organize it in this way.